Oh, wee. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? I'm doing amazing in space right now. A lot of people hear space and think it's just this big black stuff. No, space is all around you. Whew. Big Bertha up there shining bright on my melanin. The last live, a lot of people felt some sort of way. Hey, to even try to remotely come up about some racist shit, you're a bird brain. We was just speaking facts. So can't get mad about that because that's one of the ultimate questions, right? All right. One thing I right now, I swear on my life, there's a lizard on my gate pumping himself. I think I'm lying. Look, I'm bushing right now. You see it? Do you see it? Hold on. Let me fucking look. That's crazy the stuff you see. That's crazy the stuff you see. But let's get back in, back in, back in, back focus. But there's all different type of tests you will go through when it comes to this reality and the things you go through. You gotta listen to the downloads. That's not tendonitis. That's them higher ups that's speaking to you. For you to go to a hospital, go, no, go. Mm-mm. For you to go to a hospital and have something like me, tell you, hey, go before I lock your beautiful self up. You almost made me curse. See? For you to go to a hospital and have something like me tell you that's tendonitis, that ringing in your ear, that frequency you're hearing, that your antenna is tuning to, and you believe that. Yeah, I would say you're vibrating very, very low. Very low. But if you heard or if you haven't heard of retention, make sure when you jump in, you hit that like button. Because do not give me your attention. I want to help y'all out first. But before I even get into it, I want to help y'all out. We got 13 in here. I want to help y'all out first. Before you give me your attention, maybe you just want to look at my face or just hear my voice. I don't know. But before you give me your attention, support. I don't want you to give me your attention just for nothing and you don't support. I'd rather you not watch me. I don't want you to waste your beautiful time or your attention on me and you not supporting me. That's foolish, right? That's foolish. Why would you just waste your attention that way on something you don't support? Why would you waste your attention on something and you don't support what you're giving your attention off to? That's madness. Think about it. Think about it. Why would you watch someone and don't support them. So you're giving your attention off to something that you don't even support. There we go. That makes more sense. There we go. You see how we can get those low vibrational souls and beings out of here just like that. I am very powerful, and my words roam the universe. So don't give me your precious attention. Don't give me your attention and you don't support. That makes don't right? Don't you agree? You can say negative things about me or you can love me. But don't give me your attention though and you don't support. It makes no sense. Am I right? It makes no sense whatsoever to just view a person and don't support them. You know what? You know what you should go do? You should go watch Kai Cenat. You should go watch your favorite celebrity. Don't come watch me. That's an energy that I don't even want. You go give your energy off to them. You go give your energy off to something called a celebrity. That's what you can go give your energy off to. I don't want it. Thank you. Thank you. So, thank you. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? Thank you. Love me, and I will love you. But some people just can't help themselves. They will rather use their most valuable asset, their attention, to leave negative comments. Look at you. Your self-awareness have to be damn near zero for you to give off the most important thing that you can give off to someone. And you use that for negativity. How do that make any sense? How? Makes no sense, right? It makes no sense. Makes no sense. So, let's get started. So, we got this thing called retention, right? The longest I have ever went on retention was like a year and a half. A lot of y'all can't even hold your sexual energy no longer than a week. We're not talking about females. We're not talking about this imaginary saying that males have came up with, calling the woman a 304, right? That retarded bird brain shit. That's like going up to a woman and asking them what's their body count. You will never know a woman body count. You will never know a woman's body count. Ever. So to even ask that is stupid. And this goes for all men that say this bird brain shit. So, whew, I'm the star of my own show, baby. So, a lot of men can't even hold their sexual energy no longer than a week. Pretty faces, nice bodies. Maybe the woman have something that's materialistic, some sort of material item that they want to use them for, or using them for sex. So The longest I have ever went on retention was a year and some change, a year and a half, right? Damn, I could look at me all day. um, the longest I have ever went was a year and a half, and my life totally changed. Totally changed. One thing I have never ever heard a male say that have practiced retention. Let's say you're getting everything you want from a woman, everything, emotional support, that mm, that is good, right? And you just cold turkey yourself from that Like you can get this very easily from her. If she's attracted to you, she likes you, she's putting her attention towards you, treating you like a what you call a king, right? But if you can cold turkey yourself from something that you can get very easy, something like that's between a woman's legs. If you can cold turkey yourself from that, you're one bad mother. The face is right. The voice is right. The mindset is right. Everything is right from what you witnessing. And if you can cold turkey yourself from that, you are one bad mother. You're being tested. Hey, what's up? There you go. There you go. You see how you can get my attention? Hey, Rico, what's up? What's up, Lotto? How you doing? Thank you for the support. But if you can cold turkey yourself from that, you're on your way to exploring your journey that the Most High, the Creator, is sending you on. I'm most definitely being tested right now. I'm most go. You're distracting. I know you're loving. You're loving. Trust me, I know, but you're distracting me. See, distractions can come from everywhere, even your own offspring, even your own parents, even these things. This world is filled with distractions. I love you too, mama. I do. Trust me, I do. At some point, you probably was this soul right here was probably in a body like I was in. I mean, like I was in, like I'm in. And they just want love. But I don't exist to love something. I am here to learn. This place is not going to get me attached to something you call a human, let alone some material item. I'm not here. My purpose is not to have a relationship. Stop. A lot of people have these things called relationships, or they look for happiness in people. You go within. You are responsible for your happiness, nothing else. Nothing. If you can cold turkey yourself from the you're on your way. Because every guy wants that. Every guy wants that. Not every. Not every. Because we got those that do like to mess with the same sex. The mental illness is among you, strong. The mental illness, and this goes for anyone that mess with the same sex. I wouldn't even talk bad about you. Just keep your ass over there and see if you can populate anything. Because if it was meant to be that way, whatever made this would have made it that way. For one, to look at something like them, which is the same sex, and will want to mess around, interact sexually with something that's like them, you have a mental illness. It makes no sense at all. You can't make another one of these by messing with something like you. It don't go that way. So, let's continue. I am most definitely being tested, for sure. In a way that I have never been tested before. At all. I'm going to get to y'all. Trust me. You may jump in, you may jump out. But I'm going to get to the comments. I'm not going to leave y'all out today. Because y'all may want me to stream every day. But I don't give up my attention so easily. This test that I'm going through is very hard. I don't even want to say it's hard because I don't want to speak that over myself. But it's something like I have never went through before. Knowing you can get something so easily. They love you. Or they portray to love you. You can love. Get it right. You can love a woman, but you do not depend on their love. No, no, no. Because they change like the seasons. They can love you. They can have kids by you. They can so-called imaginary marry you. All this mind conditional shit that the normal NPC population abides by because they can't think for themselves. They literally let other people's thoughts control this. To let something that do the same things you do control this is what they say. What's that word y'all like to use? God, give it to me. Diabolical. It's diabolical. It's insane to let something like you control this. Let something that's out of you control your mind. It's crazy. You see these beings, right? Beautiful face, beautiful body. And then out of nowhere, let's say you get one and you start to resist it. I'm not rich. You think I so-called own this huge ass house that I'm in? No. The ones that so-called own it, it's not even theirs. And y'all think y'all actually own something. That's funny. The multiple tests that you go through in this reality, there's many of them. And when dealing with the opposite sex, if you can resist them, you're on your way. If you can get it very easily and you can pull back from that, you're on your way. Women, women are high conscious. Bitches are not. There's a difference. Women are high conscious beings. Bitches are not. There's a difference. Women understand the ritual of sex. A bitch don't understand any of that. They literally use their number one possession to accumulate something called money from men. They devalue themselves lower and lower and lower until they have no soul at all. They're soulless. They have millions, might as well say millions, thousands, hundreds of men swimming around in them because they're constantly getting pumped into. A women, got me talking like y'all motherfuckers now. A woman, we're talking, about this one. Women, we're talking about multiple. Make sense? All right. They have trained and hijacked women mind to not even care about their vagina. They are, I wouldn't say addicted to lust, but they describe it as using what I got to get what I want. A survival technique. Some say do what you got to do, right? I'm not bashing anyone that used their kitty cat to survive. Not knocking you at all. But just understand, know what you're doing. No, you're devaluing yourself at a rapid rate. And some, it's not even getting what you so-called call money. They're just addicted to draining men of their mojo. They have a name for these things. They call them Jezebels. Watch out for those. because they're all over the place. The test that I'm going through, I can get it so easily. You would get so comfortable. You can get it, and you can be so comfortable to where you don't even want it no more. Because you understand, why am I giving my God juice off for no reason? This woman right here, go Storm, go mama, go over there. You got good distractions, and you have bad distractions. But guess what? It's all distractions. She agree. If you don't question what you're in, you will always fall to lust. Always. Your sexual energy is everything. Everything. Not saying you have to go on a big streak of not having sex, of long streaks of retention. But just know, as you're alive and living and you're walking around in this place, whatever it is, you're going to constantly get tested all the time by this place, let alone by women and bitches. It's going to constantly test you. Men fall to this shit every single second because that pretty face, that nice fat, they can't resist it. Go. I have never been in this position before, and out of nowhere, cold turkey myself. If someone would have asked me a couple of years ago, could you do this? I would have looked at you like you was a fool. But now, as strong as I am, and I am mentally strong, very strong, very strong. I can't be fucked with. Go. Go. Before I lock your ass up, go that way. Sit down. Stay there. I'm not on a high streak right now. I'm sorry. I kind of let the dark side of me show a little bit. I apologize. Go, woman. Love can be very distracted. You want to distract me, don't you? See how strong love can be? Come on. When you have a high vibration, a lot of things is going to be attracted to you, even low vibrational people. You have to have a high sense of awareness when existing in this place. Things is going to test you at all times. You can be the tallest thing in the world, the big musculous dude in the world, and still be a mental bitch. A lot of y'all can't even mentally control yourself if someone called your mom a bitch in your face. You can get emotionally compromised just like that because you're mentally a bitch. You know how easy for the ones that want to talk shit. If someone walked up to you and said your mom was a bitch to your face, just like that, you're mentally compromised. So before you start to give out any opinions, get this right first. You big, strong, Jim, but mentally weak ass people. There we go. There we go. See how they jump out? Just like that? Be very careful of what you say. Because we know deep down inside, you're mentally a pussy. You can get controlled by words. And guess what? That view count says it all. Sorry, I have to weed some out real quick. Because a lot of shit people say, they be mentally weak up here. They can easily be swayed, be emotionally compromised with words. And you can be as tall, buff as you want to be and be a mentally weak bitch. I will mentally, verbally murder you, let alone getting physical with you. I will not have to be physical with you. Why? When you're already mentally fucking weak. Y'all deserve that F-bomb right there. But I have never been in the that negative energy will get to you. I have never been in the position that I'm in now. Never thought about it. But to resist, though, to resist of giving your sexual energy off to another being, it has put me in a total different mind state of something I never thought about ever. It's so strong. It feels so good. And to not want to do it, to not want to put your key into that wet hole. I see why a lot of men, I see why empires have fucking crumbled over one woman. I see why armies have went to war because their king got their female snatched by another, and he sent his entire army to war over a woman that didn't even want him. The power of what's in between a woman's legs is very strong. They don't even know how strong and how much power they have. Other men exploit this. Why do you think tricks exist? Why do you think OnlyFans exist? That's why they say sex sells. Because they know if I can capture the mind, if I can get them to watch the corn and give off their life force to a towel, to a napkin, if I can get them to eat all that fast food bullshit that they like, if I can get them to listen to all that stupid Cardi B cockroach shit, if I can get them to look at BET that stream nothing but fucking garbage, I can control them. Out of all of this so-called shit and all this files, all this talk about this, right? That been going on. And your boy Pete is roaming the streets still. Your boy I'm gonna call him Easteen, not Steen. Easteen. Still roaming the streets. And no one's doing nothing about it. No one. Out of all this commotion that been going on, they have captured your mind. Easteen files this. Easteen files this. Politicians this. President this. And no one has gotten arrested. No one. Out of all the information that so-called been exposed when it been released, out of all this, right? No one's been arrested. But look how they had y'all focused on one black guy called P. Diddy. They have harvested all of y'all energy from one man. Y'all put all of y'all attention and energy and vibration into focusing on a guy named P. Diddy and some baby oil. And they so-called locked him up, right? But then all this other shit about these other beings that's not even from here. That's not even from here. Where do you see any arrest? So-called pulling babies' faces off, draining them, consuming them, and no one's arrested? Baby oil, baby oil, baby oil, baby oil. Cat Williams, P. Diddy want a party. Over here, Epstein, politicians, presidents, annihilating babies. Arrested, no arrest is in sight. I guess that makes sense, right? Consuming babies over here. Baby oil smacking a bitch up, not a woman, smacking a bitch up in a hallway, arrested. He wasn't smacking up a woman, he was smacking up a bitch. And this is a grown man with grown women, with grown conscious women knowing what they doing. Consuming humans. How, that weighs the same? But one thing I do know about this universe though, this universe don't care if you're nice or you're bad. You know what this universe responds to? This universe responds to frequency. That's what this universe responds to. It don't care if you're good or bad. It responds to vibration and frequency. That's why you be like, wow, this person's a piece of shit. But they always seem to get what they want because it responds to frequency. That's what this place responds to. If you don't see the tests, you're just something that they call an NPC, floating in the wind. You're being tested constantly, all the time, let alone dealing with something called a relationship. You think my existence here is to be in a relationship? Dimple. If you don't love yourself, what do you love? You can have all the money in the world. You could be a trillionaire. But if you don't love yourself, you're a loser. Guess what? You can't buy another one of these. Sorry. A lot of y'all probably didn't know how to take that. But you're being tested 24/7, all the time, constantly. So depend on who you're interacting with. They could be high vibrational or they could be very, very, very low vibrational. I was attached to lust so bad at one point. When I came to understand, once this being, once the universe pulled this being away from me, I finally analyzed and seen what I was dealing with. And I was dealing with some very low, nasty vibration asking person. Oh my gosh. Make me want to throw up right now. To understand what I was dealing with. And I didn't even know because I was addicted to her vagina. Blech. I would be ashamed to tell y'all what I was dealing with because it was disgusting. Huh. The things that being was doing that I have come to find out later on, if I told y'all what I was dealing with, y'all would probably throw up. You better be very, very careful who you deal with, who you give your attention off to. Because that test you're going through, you may fail. And guess what? A lot of y'all is failing as we speak. Material items can be a test. Lust, drinking, food, drugs. Give it to me, God. Alcohol. Do I gotta say it again? Alcohol. And that's legal. Something legal to fuck you up. Do you know how many beans is addicted to alcohol? The devil's piss. Literally, the devil's piss. That gets you while you got your mouth open. He just keep drinking. Keep drinking. Let me fill you up. And then y'all run off to y'all so-called churches and get on y'all knees and think you fist to get into something called some pearly gates. I had to get a deep breathe of prana right now. It was a must. You people. She want to get out. You people. You beings are something else. I have consumed this shit you call alcohol before. Not too long ago. Because I let myself slip. I let the lust get to me. And I mentally got slapped in the face by something that was communicating with me. Like, if you fail this test here, I may not be able to help you no more. Because you know better. You know better. Number one. And I had to wake back up because I was having too much, what y'all would call fun. I was literally getting steered into the iceberg. And come to find out, the Titanic wasn't even the ship that sunk. They probably can't even catch up. Catch up. Catch up. And come to find out, the Titanic wasn't even the ship that sunk. I walk around this place at a constant mental state of what the all day, every day. I done got these things, what you call checks. I didn't pay these things called bills at one point. I never owned a house before. What you so-called own a house, I never owned one of these before. Nah. I have held on and holding on to material things as we speak. I have held a material item that I have cherished, and it got taken from me because I thought I owned it. And the universe was like, let me teach you a lesson. Let me pull that from you. Let me pull that from you. And all I can do is sit in South Central LA in the middle of the street and cry. Because something that I love so much got taken from me. It wasn't anything biological. It was something that was man-made. And all I can do is watch my tail lights hit the corner. I remember that night like it was yesterday. And that's when I understood that's no longer yours no more. That belonged to them. You can sit there and dial 911 all you want. Call the authorities, call the police. That's what y'all do, right? They took that from me. Let me call the cops. 911. Because you think what have been taken from you is yours. Y'all have this concept of ownership. Coded. How we go. Thank you. Thank you, Creator. Encoded in y'all. Because you think you own something. When they get taken from you, that's the universe testing you. Ooh, and how I got tested before. By not taking someone's life. It would have been very easily. It's not even a word, but it would have been very easy to take that person's life. Both of them. You own a pistol. It's loaded. You know where she worked. I know what she did to me. I can very easily make that person not exist anymore. Very easy. Whatever it was that held me back to not go to a company called Amazon and annihilate, obliterate This person that said they love me, do you know how hard it was to control my emotions? If you would have threw your existence away for something vibrating on a such low level, it would have been unspeakable. For me to throw or be sitting behind bars over something that don't even understand the existence. The world probably would have exploded. Because you failed. One of the most important tests that the Creator have sent you through. You're going to be tested day in and day out. They're going to love you for what you can do for them. They're going to talk to you. They're going to communicate with you for their convenience. As soon as you don't meet, I want to say criteria, or their expectations, that so-called love they have for you is poof, up in the wind. And they're off. On that monkey branch. Off to the next cock. You can get so attached to that feeling, you forget your own value. How dope you are. Understand and never forget how dope you are. Don't ever let no one hijack your mind. Don't let no one, nothing, offload their authority onto you. Because guess what? You can't take none of this shit with you. You're going to get reincarnated to come right back here because you're attached to some sort of item, some person. You don't go towards the light. You go towards the dark. There's something up there that's watching you. Something. I wouldn't even say up there. It's all around you. You're literally part of it. People's going to come in your life. People's going to move out of your life. Things happen to you. I was finna say that wrong. I apologize. Things happen for you, not to you. It's up to you to understand the reasons why. You're here to have a high vibration and to learn. And if something is distracting you from doing that, that's something you shouldn't be putting your attention towards. To constantly walk on this living place, or it might be a creature, a big living giant creature that we're on. And to not thank it is wild. If you don't go around questioning reality on a day to day basis, month to month, year to year, hour to hour, minute to minute, second to second, then what are you doing? Oh, I know what you're doing. You're worrying about bills. You're worrying about a car note, mortgage, taking care of children. All of these things will pull you from yourself. All of it. Even me. Even me. I appreciate y'all. I truly do. Yeah. I only care about the ones that resonate with me. That's it. I'm about to jump off this live. You better yet? I'm not going to jump off. Y'all want me to interact with y'all? Hi. How y'all doing? Something wanted me to jump off this live right now because it wanted my attention. But I did say I will speak to y'all, no matter if y'all here or not. So let's go through those. If we have any comments that can even remotely how can I say, make my antenna curious on what they got to say. Because we know a lot of people say a whole bunch of absolutely nothing. Let me see. Oh, y'all been talking too. Y'all been talking. Jeez, let me see. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, DP. How you doing? You from Brazil? Thank you. Let me see. I'm violent. Let me see. Come to India? I would never go to India. You disagree? You have every right to. Let me see. What's my opinion on the rising of monogamy? Monogamy. Well, being with someone is man-made. You're free to do whatever you want. You just have to be careful on what you're doing. Be careful on who you're speaking to, who you're dealing with. It's on you. It's all on you. But there's no rules on who you can and can't or how many you can have. Because all that marriage bullshit, all that shit is man-made. But one thing I do know, though, women is not made like men. Women cannot wash men off. Women hold every single man that they deal with in their body. Us men do not hold anything, but you can make a soul tie. So be very careful who you perform your ritual with, because you don't know what's attached to them, because they can drain the out of you. Let me see. Let me see. You like my hat? Let me see. Let me see. Hey, brother, I just wanted you to know that 89. Be very careful on who you're calling blessed, because that's insulting to me. You can't bless me. Be very careful on where you say that shit at, because I am not be less. Be aware of the words you speak. Going around telling people they're blessed. Raise your frequency, my bud. But I do understand what you're trying to say, and I appreciate that. But look up the words you use, like blessed. Life is a school. Learn something new every day and teach those that ask for help. Exactly. Exactly. God. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yo, Unc, you got down on Sun Guy? You mean Sun God before? Let me see. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. You like my hawk? You like my hawk? I like it. Thank you. You're the first one. Let me see who that. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but YH3030K. Thank you. I was finna cut. I was finna cut it off yesterday too. Let me see. Don't ever call me twin. And you and your Jesus, stay y'all asses over there. Let me see. I love y'all too. I love y'all too. And I'm no one's uncle. Let's see. I will try to learn at some point to teleport. But I don't have the information to do that. Let's see. I've been celibate for 4 years. I guess if that's true, if that's true, you've been celibate for 4 years. I highly doubt you will be laughing about it. Raise your frequency. Let me see. I know, right? I do got some big lips. They're nice too, right? I love my lips. Love them. Let's see. Who hurt me before? A demon. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Mike, what's up, bro? How you doing? Yes, I respond to my chat, but only high vibrational frequencies. I don't even remotely. My antenna don't tune to bullshit. Let me see. Trump is your goat? Maybe. Let me see. 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 Blah blah blah. Fly with the star. You fly with the stars in the sky? Yeah. There you go. You gotta. Hey, you're part of the stars. If you got carbon 12 like me, you're part of the stars. Let me see. I love my muscles. Truly do. That's not the Jedi way. I'm no Jedi. Let's see. The Easting. You got to be very careful how you speak on this. All religion, all religion is bullshit. All of it. Every single one. Beans, you're right. All religion is bullshit. You have to have you have to have a very weak mind to believe that shit. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. There was some good things in here. Let me see. Wait, how many people adjusting their frequency? And what do you mean by frequency? Your vibration, your antenna. You're a walking battery. Let me see. Is he even reading anything in the chat? Trust me, I can do this for hours on end and know exactly what to pay attention to. But to get my attention, we have to be on the same frequency. Everybody gets heartbroken. Yes, they do. Let me see. These people's very low vibration. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, everything's a test. Everything's a test. This very last comment. Hi, do you have any prayers request? Let me tell you something about you people that pray. You don't even understand the entity that you're praying to. Y'all talk about prayers when you don't even understand who you're praying to, the entity that you're even speaking to, let alone questioning your own fucking reality. And you think your so called prayers is reaching anything? Be very, very careful who you're so called praying to, because you may be praying to something you have no idea. You and your Lord, whatever you praise outside yourself, because you're too weak to mentally look within. You praise outside of yourself. Oh, I wish you the best. But I'm about to go back to observing and close this portal, because you have to understand, when you open this portal and you let other souls and other people frequency even remotely try to tune into yours, it can get kind of draining sometimes, because a lot of people just use this device and so-called go live and let all these other souls tune into their tune in to their frequency. Understand the device that you're using, because a lot of people got this black mirror in their face and lost in something called the void. You don't even know what the Lord is. Go clock in to something you call a job. I catch you on the next one. Thank you. I earned that. I'm out. Peace.